Hey gang, Carl White here. Hey, doing something different today. I think everybody knows I'm a branch manager, right? So I'm a branch manager, one of the largest branches in the nation. And I was looking over my training calendar I was having for my loan officers, and I thought, you know what, I think I'll share this with everybody. And the idea behind this, I want you to look at the different trainings that we do, and you can just totally rip this off and implement it in your branch. If you're a branch manager, this will give you some good ideas of classes to teach on. And if you're an individual loan officer, take these ideas to your branch manager, or maybe you'll be the one teaching these classes. But it's a great idea to have training classes for your loan officers. It'll make them more efficient, they'll close more loans, and they'll have less stress because they'll actually know what they're talking about. So, and we find that whether they're a high producer or just getting started, these classes are really, really, really popular. So again, feel free, I'll have the video editor take a screenshot of this or something and flash it on the screen. So feel free to pause it or whatever, and you have my permission to totally rip it off. But I'll run through a couple of these things and tell you how we use them so that you can use them in your branch. So first thing that we do is every Monday through Thursday, we have a class. All right, so every Monday through Thursday, we do a thing called the Loan Officer Breakfast Club. This is actually open to the public, well, for loan officers. And so as you're watching this today, you're welcome to attend this. So I think it's the only thing we do. Yeah, it's the only thing we do that anybody can attend. Even if you're not in my branch, you can attend. So if you go to loanofficerbreakfastclub.com, you can join us on there. There's no charge, no credit card, no free trial or anything like that. We literally give it away. And we have hundreds of loan officers all across the nation logging in each morning. We share scripts and how to hire and what does our team look like and who does what, and we encourage each other. And every now and then when somebody has a great win, we spike the ball, so to speak, and celebrate with them. But you ought to join us on that. All right. So as we see here, we have another. So here's another thing that we're doing is we do a Tuesday interview with Dave Savage, and we do that every Tuesday at noon. So in my branch, we pay for Mortgage Coach. Dave Savage owns it. He's a dear friend of mine, awesome guy. And we thought, well, what better way to learn how to use Mortgage Coach for our loan officers than to have, the owner of Mortgage Coach come teach us best uses. So we have him come quite a bit, as you'll see here in a little bit. We have another thing that we do. It's called a new hire webinar. So we do that from time to time for all of our new people. So we train them all at one time. And again, these are all Zoom meetings. So my branch is all throughout the nation. So if your branch, everybody's local, of course you can do it, all in like a conference room or whatnot. But in mine, because we're virtually in every state in the nation, we do them through Zoom meetings. And so that works out for us really, really well. Loan Partner U. This is a class that we teach every other Tuesday. This is a fantastic class. I strongly recommend implementing this in your branch. So what Loan Partner University is every single one of our loan officers gets an assistant, right? Because we found a long time ago, it's way better if the loan officer is actually out getting loans and not trying to get page 3 of the bank statement. And so we give each loan officer an assistant, and the thing is that assistant is now talking to the listing agent, the buying agent, the borrower, the co-borrower, right? They're helping orchestrate everything once a contract comes in so that the loan officer can, work on getting the next contract kind of thing. The only thing is we wanted to make sure that the assistants are using the right language, using the right scripts to ask for more business for that loan officer. So let's say loan officer Bob gets a loan come in and his assistant is whatever, Jimmy, just say, or Susan, whoever it is, that when Susan's talking with the listing agent or the buying agent, we know that there's opportunity to get even more referrals from those real estate agents going forward for Bob. And so in this class, Loan Partner U, we teach the loan partners, the loan officer assistants that each loan officer has, scripting to, number one, ask for the bank statements, number two, update the real estate agents, and then number three, ask for more business from the borrower, the co-borrower, the listing agent, the buying agent, and the scripting to make that happen. That has been an absolute home run. And we frequently find that the loan officer assistant could bring in more loans sometimes than what the loan officer did for the month. which is totally cool because they're talking with the borrowers and the co-borrowers and the listing agent and the buying agent. Now, in our branch, we don't have it. So, if the loan officer wants to make those calls, they're certainly welcome to. But gosh, if you have somebody else making that call on your behalf and they're scripted on how to ask for more business and you get full credit of the new loan while you're out teaching a class or having coffee appointments, getting more business, you have an assistant that's been scripted on exactly how to get more business on your behalf too, when they're calling and updating everybody on everything or ordering the appraisal or in the survey. Very, very, very cool thing to do. So I strongly recommend that particular one. Social media happy hour. So we do that every other Tuesday at 2 o'clock. And that's where we have a third-party person that teaches social media. And because, we're kind of old school, so we believe in, phone calls and coffee meetings, teaching classes. That's really where all the business is. But we understand that social media plays a big part of that. And so we teach our loan officers how to use social media and not just, waste time on how do you actually get referrals and new loans coming in from that social media presence. And so we teach them classes on exactly how to do that. So I strongly recommend that one too. Then we also go into things like, how to use Mortgage Coach, the fee and product trainer. We talk about, in our case, we use Encompass. And so we talked about, like, if they have any changes, like this one, changes in the 4506C, different changes they need to do. Those aren't the sexiest topics, but let's face it, we have to know how to actually do the paperwork. And so instead of, just telling them to figure it out, and then maybe something gets delayed because something wasn't done right, we find it's way better to be proactive and just teach them how to do it the right way. And then we teach them scripting. Steve Kiles, man, this guy's a master at scripting. And so we do a every other Thursday at 2 p.m. Steve Kiles comes on for a full hour and teaches our loan officers on scripting. And that has been real popular. And then we do a couple things, like how to do hiring an assistant, or how to hire a marketing person. We also do a series that we call the Mortgage Basics, like what is an FHA loan, what is a conventional loan. And we find that these are helpful, not just for the new people, but sometimes the people that have been doing it for a little while. We fill in a couple of those missing blanks on what we would consider the basics about rules and regulations. And that way the loan officers, we don't have them, looking through during the evenings and the weekends, spending their time trying to figure out guidelines. We teach that in a very structured class of exactly how to do that. And we find that that's just as helpful for our seasoned veterans that's been writing loans for decades as it is our new people. So anyway, you get the idea here. So I just want to, I cannot overemphasize the importance of having classes for your loan officers. And some of these are taught by actual loan officers in the branch. Some of them's taught by me. Some of them's taught by third-party people. Some of them's taught by Dave Savage. Some's taught by Steve Kiles. But you get the idea behind this. So having a very structured training for your loan officers, it's a really big deal. So anyway, there's no call to action here, so to speak, or anything I want you to do. I just wanted to share with you the importance of having structured training classes for your loan officers. And if you go, well, what do we teach on? This is just to give you a general idea of some of the things that you can teach on. And again, it's not that we want everybody to attend every single class. My God, they'd be in class all day long. But kind of pick and choose what they need help with most right now. And then with the assistants in place, primarily their time is spent, going to get more loans. So you help your loan officer bring more loans. They become real loyal, and we call it sticky. They want to stick with you because you're providing them everything they need. And most people won't be willing to, put together the effort of putting this together like you will. So that's the only purpose of sending this thing out. So hopefully you found this helpful. Hey, be sure to join us on this Loan Officer Breakfast Club, loanofficerbreakfastclub.com. You'll see that. You'll have loan officers all across the nation sharing some of their best ideas. Totally free, super cool. So anyway, hopefully you found this helpful. Just kind of did this on the spur of the moment. We send this thing out each month. And again, you might be seeing this. This is January's map. You might be seeing this in, June, July, or August. We send a new one out each time, but it's kind of basically the same file flow, the same structure more or less. So anyway, hopefully you found this helpful. And I'll see you on Loan Officer Breakfast Club. Any questions about any of this stuff, or you need help setting anything up, hey, reach out and connect up with me. And if you're teaching some classes maybe that I missed here that you think might be good for my branch, man, I'd appreciate you sharing that with me. So, all right, see you on the web.